We have done episodes on home repairs in the past and major renovations, but this episode we wanted to focus on general maintenance exclusively. And I think what prompted me to do this, Jody, was looking at my kids' jungle gym in the backyard. I have not maintained it, and I'm seeing it now, and I probably paid the price. It might be beyond what it needs in terms of sealing and restaining and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to try at some point to kind of give it one last shot, but I think I let it go too long, right? So I'm not great when it comes to home maintenance. I tend to let things go a little bit too long. The trees might get a little overgrown. The siding gets a little too dirty, that kind of thing. Right. So when it comes to like tools and equipment, like I have a snowblower that I bought. Now I'm going back. I bought it October 2004, and I'm probably going to jinx myself, so I better knock some wood. But I treat it like a Harley Davidson, right? I got a cover for it. I got touch-up paint. During the summer on a Saturday, not quite flames, but I really meticulously take care of this thing. And if you looked at my snowblower, Jody, you would think, wow, that thing is like a couple of years old. And it's really ancient at this point. It's over 15 years old. And it's just because I take care of the thing. I don't leave it in weather. And after I'm finished with it, when I blow snow, I bring it into the garage, I let it dry out, I towel it off, I make sure all the snow is away from it, and I just take care of it, right? And I think, I have my cover. I have my cover, yes. Well, it's funny you say that, because when I was buying the vinyl fencing for the backyard, I did so much research on it. My buddy Bill Brown, he told me, and this was many, many years ago, and he caught me off guard. We were at lunch like after a weekend. He's like, were you outside? How was the weekend? I was like, I was pretty good. Was you out there waxing the fence? He said to me, because he knows me, right? And that's the problem, though. After a while, now my fence, I take care of it, but I do let the maintenance go a little bit too long. It depends on the item, right? So we pay a maintenance contract for our whole house generator, and I also have a maintenance contract for our heating and cooling system. So they do maintenance on those units once a year, twice a year, to make sure that they're running and they're operational. I did let my driveway, conversely, go a little too long, and when I got it sealed, they tried to seal the cracks as best they could, but it looks kind of like a spider web now, right? Where if I had kept up with it, maybe it would have been better, right? And so even my lawn now looks like crap since I started trying to do my own fertilizer. When I was paying for people to come in and do the fertilization of the lawn, it definitely looked better, right? So, and now I'm at the point, just this past week, we're looking at getting some mason work done. I have a retaining wall and some slate in the walkway that needs to be leveled and adjusted. So to me, in reality, the home is not an investment, but rather it's kind of a defensive play. You need it because you have to bring your family up in it. And this is for whole other podcast, but you'll hear people that they'll talk about the home as an investment. And I can vehemently deny that. If you've made money off your home, I think it came down to timing of when you bought your home. But to me, if you really calculate the purchase price of the home plus all the stuff you put into it, I put fences in and gutter guards and multiple tree trimmings and multiple washing of the house and driveway seals and eventually a new roof and heating and air, and you add up that whole bill, I'm not sure if it's really an investment. And people will disagree with me. And if you do, please email us at financialdads@gmail.com and let me know, or post it to the Facebook page. But I really don't see it as an investment. I really see it as something that you need to house your family for a defined period of time until you could retire and downsize. And that's been my philosophy on it. So I don't anticipate making any money on my home, but I do have to do a better job in maintaining some areas of it. I do maintain some areas well, and I maintain other areas not so well. So there's some lesson learned from both.